The first exercise in our final superset is going to be a banded overhead hold. Now, this is an isometric position. I really only like these for things that are like very sport specific or for rehab purposes. So this isn't really going to do much in the way of like hypertrophy specifically, certainly isn't going to help with your power, but it is going to make you stronger specifically at holding something directly over your head. So I find this actually translates to both handstands and overhead basing in hand. To get into this, we're going to take our weight and then we're going to push press it up, and then we're just going to kind of stay here. So if you're like a little bit arched or like some joints are loose, you're going to feel it very quickly. Just kind of squeeze your butt and chill. We're shooting for roughly 30 to 45 seconds with about 5 seconds in the tank. We're going to be doing 3 sets of this. Weight on this can be like pretty hard to figure out, particularly your technique is a little kind of funky. If we find that it's too easy, but you can't push press something up there, we can actually get these safety spotters elevated a little bit so you can kind of overhead squat, partial it up that last little bit of the way in order to get the bar into position. So there's a couple reasons we're doing it with the bands. So reason number 1 is it lets us get more weight overhead. It's lighter at the bottom, heavier at the top. We're interested in overloading this extended position, and it's just logistically easier to get there. The other thing is, if you're just holding a weight, like you can kind of fake it. You can move forward and backwards a little bit and things like that. But a barbell, the center of mass is basically directly over your hands. Whereas a flyer can fall forwards and backwards. With the band, if you're a little forward or a little backward, it's going to really challenge you basically instantly.
So say, for example, I don't have this like whole setup at my house or even at my gym. What can I do to help continue to train that?
It kind of depends what you do have. So like the most common thing is like you won't have access to bands like this. What I'd recommend in that situation is set up like either spotter arms or just normal like barbell J hooks, like really high, and then just put weight on it with the barbell. It should be like way more than your overhead pressing. The other thing you can do is you can definitely do just like a handstand hold for endurance, maybe even with like a friend pushing down through your legs in order to make it a little bit more stable, but also add more weight.
Yeah. I mean, right now, just a normal handstand hold would be good enough for me because I'm still having issues like holding that strong stability shoulder point.
For sure. The other thing I like about the friend pushing down too is it like really tells you, oh, I'm dumping here. So the band has a very insistent vector, as does the friend pushing it, that you don't quite get with just gravity alone.